Hey, it's Wisdom, and I'm back with another video. This is Wisdom Talks, and I'm Wisdom. That's literally my name. So, I wanted to talk about why it's important for you to be yourself in this world. Okay, we live in a world where there are so many copies of the same person, the same look, the same personality, the same thought patterns, the same everything. Be yourself. Be okay with being yourself. Be comfortable in your own skin. Listen, this is the only skin you gonna get. So you might as well get comfortable in it. You might as well get and become okay with who you are right now. It's not like tomorrow you can wake up and be in a different skin, right? I mean, people can get surgeries and all that, but you know what I'm saying. Be comfortable with who you are. Stop trying to dull yourself down or stop trying to make yourself into something that you're not to fit and please other people around you. If a person is not comfortable with who you are, if a person is not comfortable with how you show up, that person is not for you. And that's point blank, period. Stop thinking that, oh, is this going to be too much? Is that going to be too much? Learn to just show up the way you want to show up. People will appreciate you so much more when you are more authentic to who you are as a person. People will love you more. And the people, you know what I say? When you show up as yourself, the people who are for you will stay, and the people who aren't for you will go. And that's what you want in this world. You want the people who are for you to be in your life. Because if you chasing away people who don't like you when you're showing up just as yourself, you're doing yourself a favor. You're doing yourself a favor. Why would you want people around you who don't actually like you, who don't actually appreciate your time, your energy, your presence? Learn to get comfortable in being who you are, okay? Let me tell you something. A lot of people always think, oh, she's so extra. Oh, she do this, she do that. She try to look nice at work. She try to do this, she try to do that. I don't care. You can think whatever you want to think. I'm going to still do me. I'm going to still show up the way I want to show up because this is how I want to show up in my own world, in my own reality. You are your own main character in your life. You are your own main character. You are not a side character in your own life. You are the main character in your own life. Why aren't you showing up as such? Why do you feel the need to be this lesser version of yourself just because someone else isn't comfortable with being in your full presence? Be yourself. Whether that's quirky, whether that's weird, whether that's loud, whatever it is, as long as it's not, something that, now we can all work on ourselves, right? So I'm not saying go be rude and go be a nasty person. But if you are naturally loud and when you walk into a building, people hear you, be who you are. If you are naturally blunt and a truth teller, be exactly that. Because you know what? The people who like you are going to like you immediately. The people who are for you are going to be for you immediately. I remember how I met one of my good friends, okay? My good friends to this day. All right, I remember I met her at a job, and I remember when we were on our way to the area because we used to canvas. And I remember she got in the car and she was so loud. To me, she was so loud because I'm naturally very quiet. I'm quiet around a lot of people. And I remember when she got in the car, she was just so loud. She was like, what's this? And what block we going to? But by the end of the day, me and her was like this. We ended up getting so cool because as I was watching how she was just being herself, like at first I was annoyed, like, why is she so loud? But throughout the day, I realized this is just who she is. She's authentically showing up as herself. And you know what? I like that. I love it. Nothing more magnetic than a person who is themselves. Think about anybody that you have dated, right? Anybody that you might have liked. Why did you like them? You liked them because they were authentically them. Anytime a person show up as them, you can tell when people are faking. You can tell when people are hiding certain parts of themselves. You can tell when people are showing up as a different version of themselves. You can tell. And the same how you can tell that, you can also tell when someone is showing up exactly as themselves. This is one of my good friends that, for one, she's a Leo. So Leos, they are some of the, especially Leo women, they're some of the best friends to have, because a Leo woman will bring out, especially, I feel like a lot of Leo women um tend to attract introverted friends. So their friends are the opposite of them. Because I always attract, most of my friends are Leos. Like most of my female friends are Leos or some type of fire sign, right? But anyway, I say that to say, she always used to tell me like, Wisdom, because say if we was going somewhere, right, and she would wear heels, she would do the whole nine, and I used to be like, what we getting dressed up for? She's like, Wisdom, I don't care. I don't care if it's two people there. I'm going to dress how I want to dress. I'm going to put on what I want to put on. I'm doing this for me. And I needed a person like that in my life, because for such a long time I was so scared to show up as myself. I was so scared to be Wisdom. I was so scared to just show up authentically me, because I'm thinking, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want anybody not to like me. I don't want anybody to think I'm better than them. But you got to realize, right, that the only type of people who will feel uncomfortable in your presence is people who, A, not working on themselves, B, don't know themselves, and C, don't like themselves. Because a person who is working on themselves, know theyself, and like theyself, they not worried about the next person. They not worried about the next main character that come around. Okay? When I go out, I'm around a whole lot of people that are all main characters, and we get along just fine. We all main characters in our own world. And when we get together, we a group of main characters. There is no side characters in my group. And that's just what it is. When a person loves themselves genuinely, they're not going to feel uncomfortable in your presence. They're not going to feel less than around you, because they know who they are. So learn to just show up in the world as yourself. Learn to just show up in the world as who you are. And you got to also realize you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Everybody's not going to like your tea. Everybody's not going to think your tea is good. And that's okay. Everybody don't have to think your tea is good. It's no different than, think about this, right? Think about all the people who like a good cheeseburger, right? I like a good cheeseburger. But just because another person come in and say, I don't like cheeseburgers at all, does that mean that cheeseburgers aren't good? No. It just means that that person don't like cheeseburgers. It don't mean that it's not no good. And that goes for any food, anything in life, right? Just because one person don't like it, or one person think it's not cool or it's corny, that doesn't mean it is not cool or corny. It just means it's not for you. Learn to be okay with not being everybody's cup of tea. It's okay to not be liked by everybody. It's okay for everybody not to pick you as their favorite. That's okay. It's life. And when you realize that and you get comfortable in that, life will start to go smooth for you. So learn to show up as yourself more. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin, because it's the only skin you're going to get. So you might as well get comfortable in it. Okay? So I hope this talk helped you. I hope you will start to be more of yourself. You will start to allow more of you to shine through, and let whoever get blinded by your light, hey, clearly they wasn't equipped to be around your light. Clearly, you feel me? They need special glasses to sit next to you. That's just what it is. So stop dimming your light. Stop hiding yourself. Stop feeling like you gotta um um stop feeling like you gotta be a certain type of person to be accepted, or to be loved, or to be deemed worthy. You're worthy because you're alive and you're a human and you're here. That's what you're worthy because God said you're worthy. That's why you're worthy. So be yourself. Learn to show up in this world as yourself, because we need you as you. We don't need you as the next person. We already got enough people that's the same. So I'm Wisdom, and this is Wisdom Talks, and I will see you in the next talk. Bye.